guys, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Those annoying vegans!
How was that?
That was good.
Someone on our Instagram was like, you should do it with as much passion as Brian does.
Oh, yes.
Was that good?
Call myself annoying with much passion. Happy holidays, guys. Welcome to 2018.
Happy New Year.
We hope you guys had a fantastic New Year celebration. We're excited to get 2018 started. And to kick it off, we thought we'd have a little fun with this first video.
Yeah.
And address some of the more entertaining comments we've received on YouTube.
And we thought this might actually shed some light maybe on some of the comments you might get in your personal lives. Some of you have asked us questions pertaining to how to deal with certain comments you might be getting. Any form of activism in the history of the world has included pushback. It's a package deal. And we're okay with that because that means we're making people think.
And the vast majority of our comments are positive. We just thought we'd share some of the more funny ones. And we'll be eating, of course. This is a mukbang, and today we are eating our very own recipe for vegan baked beans.
Ooh, yum.
Mm-hmm.
We modified it a little bit.
Yeah, we used molasses instead of maple syrup. We used Great Northern beans instead of pinto beans, and we made this in the crock pot instead of baking it in the oven. But hey, that's the beauty of our recipes, is you do you.
I also made my own tempeh bacon marinade.
Oh, and on the side,
my favorite, Brussels sprouts. It's hot.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Come on.
This is so good.
Baked beans, guys. Or crock-potted beans. And speaking of mukbangs, oh man, some people do not like mukbangs, which is weird because they clicked on a video called mukbang. You could easily avoid mukbang videos if you do not like mukbang videos by not watching them. Why would anybody watch a half-hour video of two millennials talking with their mouths full of food about their opinion about someone else's opinion? I'm really happy that we got classified as millennials.
I know.
It's kind of awesome. I mean, technically we are.
There should have been a sharper cutoff.
I feel like the difference is if you grew up with internet or without internet. They define it as being born between 1980 and 2000 as millennials. But I think that there's a big difference between someone born in 1980 and someone born in 2000. And I think it has mostly to do with the fact that things like the internet and cell phones were not around when we were kids, but to someone born in the year 2000, they were. But thank you for calling us millennials. Why would I want to watch someone's opinion? I think you're on the wrong platform.
What's up with the mukbangs with all the YouTube vegans? I don't see the appeal in people eating and talking. P.S. I am a vegan.
I think that because veganism heavily involves the food that people eat, it's pretty natural that a lot of mukbang videos would be popping up on vegan channels.
Did you know that mukbang, it's in the same family as ASMR videos, and some people are not triggered by ASMR. That stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. If you guys look it up on YouTube, there's an entire community of ASMR artists, and it's huge, and I myself am heavily triggered by some ASMR videos. For some reason, people like watching people eat and make yummy sounds like this. There are some mukbangs I do not enjoy. I will not mention names, but it rhymes with avocado.
Schmickacado, schmavocado. Sweet couple, facetious content. Also unconvincing because it seems that they would rather talk than eat or cook. Just saying.
60 plus of our 101 videos are cooking and recipes.
Yeah, we're mostly a cooking show.
Yeah. I think this person just kind of popped in and didn't really look into what we do.
What? Not on YouTube. Nothing but vegan pseudoscience nonsense. No facts, just feelings. Nobody cares about your feelings, snowflakes. Ooh. We said we don't expect anyone to care about our feelings. We do care about yours, though, and we hope you're happy and doing well, especially when so much in the world is in turmoil. And the response we got was, do you ever put out anything factual? You do understand all the latest studies show veganism is unhealthy, both mentally and physically, right? Try to find a study from this decade that doesn't say, in our opinion, a well-planned plant-based diet can be healthy and may provide health benefits, or, quote, nutritionally adequate, which can literally be said about any diet, Atkins, paleo, really any diet. The latest studies show, blah, blah, blah. I will provide none of those studies.
We link our studies, the studies that we use.
Or on screen. Like we'll put stuff up on screen that you can look up for yourself.
It's important to. I mean, it's like writing a college paper and footnoting, look it up to your teacher.
So yes, everything we put out is factual to the best of our knowledge. We learn new things every day.
Yeah, you're getting a dislike. Your points were poor. You didn't refute anything that was said. You simply took the things that were said and applied your own context to them. And you're very obviously lying to people about vegan health. Come back with facts, kiddies.
Come back with facts, of which I've provided none. You simply took the things that were said and applied your own context to them?
That's...
Like we took something that someone said and then had thoughts about it and shared them on camera?
We don't mind dislikes. In fact, we encourage them because it lets us know that we're not speaking into an echo chamber. Dislikes are a good thing. Negative comments are a good thing. We are supposed to eat meat. Doctors have proven meat is good for you. There are vitamins in beef. We need to make us sane. Note the lack of punctuation 1, which made
lack
this...
of capitalization.
And
odd spacing.
Again, no sources.
Yeah. Doctors have proven meat is good for you. Solved. There are vitamins in beef we need to make us sane. Like, if you would like to list all these vitamins that are in beef, not meat, beef though, because humans were clearly designed to eat cow. That's our nature, that's our physiology. We're designed to take down a 600-pound animal and eat it.
If you get comments like this in your life, one of the best ways to respond to them is to ask a question back. Like, why do you think this way? What are these vitamins you speak of? If you just come back with facts, it doesn't necessarily encourage their participation. It's just facts pitted against facts, which is fine. It's good to have facts. It's good to have science to back you up.
But a lot of people make general statements like, of course humans are omnivores. Then you would say like, well, please explain what traits do we have that resemble that of a true omnivore, like a bear or a dog? Like, in what way do we resemble those creatures? Or if they say, oh, you can't get all the nutrients you need. Well, what nutrients are missing?
Or if you get the all too common, we need meat to survive, there's always the, well, what am I doing here? Figment of your imagination. Plants have feelings too. Google it. Congrats, you can't eat anything now.
Google it.
Solid reference.
Good source. Often people will jump to the fact that plants, like these Brussels sprouts, apparently are sentient or have feelings and emotions. And the fact that if you're killing a plant, it's the same thing as killing a sentient animal.
I think that falls into the whole, like, flat earther thing. Remember that survey earlier last year where they asked people where chocolate milk comes from, and many of them thought it came from brown cows.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
What about the similarities between the farming of animals, root vegetables, fungi, and bacteria? Innocent living organisms are killed in all of these industries. We also don't have to eat root vegetables, fungi, and bacteria to stay alive. So there is also no reason, other than taste and pleasure, why we should kill and eat root vegetables, fungi, and bacteria. This goes back to the debates that happened last year where vegans will frequently argue that you don't need to eat animals in order to be healthy and thrive, so why do it? And then that's usually met back with, well, you don't need to eat gold potatoes, so why are you eating gold potatoes? And you don't need to eat specifically broccoli, and you don't need to eat specifically Brussels sprouts, and just go down the list of every plant food. You don't need to eat any one particular plant food, but you're missing the point in that animals are sentient with a brain and nervous system and the ability to feel things like pain and fear and joy, and plants don't have any of that. We recognize that plants are alive in the same way that animals are alive, but sentience and life are two different things.
And intelligence, like plants are intelligent. They follow the sun. But iPads are intelligent.
Vegans have a blind spot so enormous that I can only shake my head when I come across the arrogance and intolerance of vegans. The science is showing that plants have consciousness, as do animals. Vegans have to deny plant consciousness. If they accepted that, then their moral superiority would crumble, and what else would they have to lord over the rest of us?
That's my ultimate goal in life.
Is to lord over other people. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'm killing it too. I'm crushing it.
That seems to be a very common reaction though to vegans, is the whole like moral high horse thing. That's not really a concern of mine. I don't like walk around proudly thinking I'm better than everyone else. That's why I'm vegan. I'm not better than anyone else. If you're so sure that eating meat is right and not wrong, then it shouldn't bother you.
No.
But it does. I wonder why.
Like the aforementioned flat earthers, there are people out there that believe the earth is flat. That doesn't bother me.
No.
I don't have a deep-seated like uncomfortability with that. I go, oh, okay, you believe the earth is flat. All right. On with my day.
But what about flies? Should you go to jail for killing a fly?
I think our response back to this one was something like, well, what did the fly do to you? Did the fly murder your family? We don't advocate like killing insects for no reason, just walking around like swatting flies and killing bees and killing spiders that come into your house. There's no reason to do that, so why do it? You pay people to kill cows and pigs and chickens in order to eat them, then equating that with a fly, that might make you feel better.
We've also had countless people point out the fact that our channel doesn't play vegan ads. It plays meat ads, other food ads that are not vegan. We know. YouTube categorizes us as a food channel, and that's as much as we can do. We can't necessarily talk to YouTube and request that.
No.
It doesn't work that way,
Even though someone did ask us to do that. Can you tell YouTube? Oh yeah, let me call up YouTube real quick. Hold on.
If we could, we would.
I'm calling up Mr. YouTube. I'm gonna ask him to stop playing meat, dairy, and egg ads on our channel.
We don't control the ads that play on our channel, so we are very sorry. There's always the skip button.
It's weird that YouTube would classify us as a food channel, since apparently we would rather talk than eat or cook.
Just don't be vegan, trust me. Vegans are so weak. Nothing more disgusting than watching vegan eat a bunch of plants full of poison.
This can't be serious, right?
I don't think anyone replied. Like, that's the thing. How do you reply to that? It just says it's not.
He's replying to himself.
He's replying to himself. I thought it was a channel about non-vegans. Clickbait. I effing hate vegans. Bye, never coming back, and thumbs down. This is a person who is obviously looking for anti-vegan videos because people devote time to those kinds of things.
Granted, we realize that our name, Those Annoying Vegans, is designed to be a funny joke. We're providing you with all of these delicious recipes and all of this information and all of this knowledge and all of these points of view that you could just easily file under the tab of annoying. We get it.
I see going vegan makes you really stupid. I'll pass.
Yeah. Funny thing about this one is we responded, well, we think you're pretty great. Thank you for stopping by, and we're here if you'd like to talk. And then this person changed their tune.
And that's what happens. Sometimes when you respond with kindness, I kid, of course. I'm not against it, to each their own.
Really sounds like he's against it, though.
It did.
If
at
I
one
see
point.
going vegan makes you really stupid, I'll pass.
When you start getting into the morality or ethics of eating meat is where I think you've gone off the deep end. And Bud, you're so whooped, it's not even funny. Lol. But again, to each their own, smiley face.
I think he's trying to get at me as a dude.
Vegan men are weak because the compassion and understanding in this man, it was a huge turnoff for me. By the way, Brian went vegan without any of my input. Zero. I started dating him knowing full well that he was a meat eater. Not having any sort of agenda in mind.
You never asked me to go vegetarian or vegan.
I did not. It's this wonderful thing that happens when you love someone else. You support the things that they stand for.
You start caring about other people or other things more than you care about yourself. I always take a little delight in those types of comments because I just know that dudes that leave those types of comments wish they were with you. I know this because I wished I was with you too.
Aww. Thank you.
And now I am.
Vegans suck. Ha 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 ha. It's
Well,
the ultimate insult. Right? Vegans suck. Okay.
yeah. All right. What a dumb video.
I forget what video that was.
I do too.
Shot to the heart. That is not ribs. Period.
Very astute.
No.
Certainly
it's
not
certainly
ribs.
not ribs.
Nope. You can't vegan meat. Do you mean you can't veganize meat?
Yes, I think that's what you meant.
Okay. Well, yes.
just did.
We just did.
Fish aren't vegan. Change the title of the video, please.
You're correct. Fish aren't vegan. That's why we called it vegan fish and chips.
Breaded tofu sticks isn't fish, so you should call it tofu sticks and chips. There is no fish in this video.
Yes.
So they were really stuck on this. The reason we call it vegan this and vegan that is to make it identifiable. That's what people are looking for. It's a searchable term.
Yeah, you're looking for spaghetti and meatballs, but a vegan version. So you type in vegan meatballs.
It's just a non-argument.
At first, we thought that this person was vegan, and they were trying to change the language and say like, no, we shouldn't even call it fish because that, in and of itself, implies that eating fish is okay on some level. So we should just get away from using that language entirely.
That's right.
To which we were like, we understand your point of view. But as a fellow vegan, you know, maybe show a little support to us veganizing rest. And eventually they were like, I'm not vegan. Because the person is so out of arguments that they just start saying, you can't call it that. Which is very like, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Nobody else can play ball now. So nobody else can use the word ribs or sausage or bacon or fish sticks or any of the numerous recipes that we've made.
This is kind of off topic, but I've met people, they'll be like, oh yeah, I've been on a vegan diet for 3 weeks, but I'm not vegan. Like they immediately defend the fact that they're not vegan, even though they've been trying. Just
testing the waters.
Don't get your hopes up.
Hey,
I'm not.
I'll kill a pig. I'll kill a pig right now. All right. I do not for 1 second think that I give a shit about ethics. I think people are way more comfortable with plant-based eating than they are with veganism. Because with veganism, you're saying, I acknowledge the fact that animal exploitation is wrong, and I am ceasing to do it anymore. Even though I have participated in it for my whole life up until now, I'm going to stop now. I think that makes people feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they'd rather just say, well, no, I'm a plant-based eater now for health or whatever.
We know you love animals.
Yeah.
Carbs on top of carbs, that's overkill. White bread and white pasta are not even healthy. The pasta would have been sufficient. You should have added some veggies instead of the bread and some legumes instead of the potatoes. Well, first of all, in this particular video, we were eating a side of vegetables, which I think this person overlooked.
Yeah.
But
second of all, the pasta was whole grain, wasn't white. Beat you on a technicality.
And third, what's so wrong with carbs?
Yeah, these beans have carbs in them. The Brussels sprouts also had carbs in them. Potatoes have carbs in them. We were making a point.
Yeah, we were making a point.
Because we were debunking a YouTuber's video who is very anti-carb and very pro-fat, and so we were making a point in the same way that we were making a point when we showed my blood work and that my blood glucose level is well within normal range, even though we eat a lot of carbohydrates. Seems like you either need to be on the high carb or the high fat side, and like there's no in between, but there's a lot of in between. Actually.
we don't count carbs, we don't count calories, we don't do any of that. We just eat.
Leaning more towards whole plant foods, avoiding processed foods as best we can. I knew their position on the topic even before they spoke. There are tons of carbs on their plate. Might be those high carb crazy vegans. Yeah, we might be those high carb crazy vegans.
Yeah. Your meal does not seem healthy at all. We do know what nutrients your body needs, and it's not all carbs. So
correct. Yes. You also need protein and fat.
Yes.
So
here's the thing.
Good on ya.
We can't take you along with us on our everyday life to show you every single thing we eat.
We have one meal that consists of like potatoes and pasta, and people are like, oh, these high carbers. Oh, we might have had a salad for lunch.
Yeah.
We might have had avocado toast in the morning. Oh my God, avocados are really high in fat. Peanut butter is one of my favorite things to eat, and oatmeal, and it's got a lot of fat in it. And not Jif, by the way, but just peanut butter that consists of peanuts. You can go buy the peanut butter, and the ingredients label will say peanuts, and that's the kind of peanut butter we like, because again, whole plant foods.
Once again, vegan propaganda, pretending to be real information, debunking a propaganda piece that's designed to evangelize for the vegan religion. Vegans can't even tell the truth in the title of their videos. Why should anybody believe a word that comes out of their mouth afterwards? The funny thing is, we didn't even use clickbait in the title. We called it, What the Health Debunked by Unnatural Vegan Mukbang Rebuttal.
Yeah. I don't know how that's lying in the title.
I don't know. But the whole idea of vegan propaganda, oh my goodness. What is that? What does that mean? What are we trying to sell exactly?
Yeah.
Health? Compassion? Understanding? I don't know. It's just a funny idea that they would call it vegan propaganda, but not call all the meat ads on TV meat propaganda.
Meat propaganda. Meat, dairy, and egg corporations have a super big reason why they want you to buy those products. It's because they sell them and they want to profit.
It's called having an agenda. Oh, that's the other thing that we get the
vegan
whole
agenda.
The vegan agenda. Get on my moral high horse.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Fight with everybody I see eating meat. Check. If anything, is to educate, inform, shed light on issues that might be uncomfortable to think about. That is why you're upset, because you're uncomfortable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be upset.
Much like the aforementioned flat earthers, it's like, okay, so what you're saying is that NASA, the government, every single scientist, everyone who looks at the sky ever, in the history of ever, they're all in this massive conspiracy to hide the fact that the earth is flat. Why? And so you could say the same thing about vegans. Hey, vegans have all these videos all over YouTube about how a vegan diet is healthier, it's better for the environment, it's better for animal welfare, it's more sustainable. All these reasons to go vegan, that's why. Yeah. Those reasons. Like,
there aren't any secrets. To
put it under a propaganda umbrella, I think implies that there's a deeper, evil reason behind getting the world to go vegan.
Yeah.
It's literally those three reasons.
Yeah.
Health, environment, ethics.
Dang those vegans. Vegans, lol. More meat for me, thanks. Okay.
Was there a shortage before?
We weren't aware that there was a shortage of meat.
Yeah. 150 billion animals killed every year for meat.
Yeah. It's that meme that says, I'm going to eat 2 hamburgers for every vegan out there or whatever.
Yeah, I'm so triggered by your veganism that I'm going to double up on my meat consumption.
I mean, I'm sorry for...
drive myself into a deeper level of sadness.
We have a right to eat meat. Morality isn't involved as killing animals is not cruelty as they're being consumed and eaten. No one is eating tons of meat. Balanced diets are key. Eat meat with your diet. It's necessary and an easier alternative. You don't have to eat 4 steaks, 1 steak, or even half a steak, just enough that's comfortable to your diet. Veganism isn't workable, but a balanced, healthy diet is.
We said we have a right to steal money out of your bank account. Morality isn't involved, as stealing is not wrong, as the money is going to be spent. No one needs to steal a ton of money. Balanced theft is key. Steal money. It's necessary and an easier alternative to earning money. You don't have to steal $4,000, $1,000, or even $500. Just enough that's comfortable to our own spending habits. Earning one's own money isn't workable, but a balance of theft and earning is.
That's one of my favorite responses. And then he got really upset.
Oh, yeah.
He said, that's one of the most ridiculous arguments I've ever seen, and twisted to look as if it's mirroring my position.
I like that it's twisted to look as though it's mirroring your position. No.
It is.
No, it is mirroring your position.
Exactly.
We wrote it that way on purpose. You can see once you take it out of the context of diet and put it into the context
of anything
else, all of a sudden these arguments become ridiculous. We just took what he said
and pointed the mirror back at.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well.
Exactly. It is ridiculous.
It's not cruel to eat meat. Even animals kill other animals. Are you going to go to lion and tell him not to eat antelope? No.
No.
Because lions...
Are lions.
They're all the good carnivores. We have choices that we can make, and we're herbivores.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like to hear that.
They don't like the herbivore thing. Yeah, that really touches a nerve. And our number 1 negative comment that we get,
believe it or not,
is about how annoying we are.
True that.
Man, people can read.
This is going to be the biggest comeback.
Yeah, this'll grill them.
It's literally our YouTube name.
Yeah.
So, covered that base. That's our idea. Don't take our idea. The channel name is a vast understatement.
Oh, so you're saying we're more annoying.
More annoying than annoying.
Than annoying. Gotcha.
You are annoying and vegans.
Oh man, he covered 2 words.
Annoying indeed.
Indeed, good sir. I should think that you are annoying indeed. I bite my thumb at you, and I bid you a good day. Indeed. I like to imagine Mr. Carson from Downton Abbey saying this one. Annoying indeed. Mrs. Hughes, these vegans are annoying indeed.
Guys, if anything, thank you for these comments. It is because of you that I have flat abs. Because of you. But this is all worth it in the end. It's all worth it because of comments like this. I was a frustrated, annoying critic who has converted due to your sincerity and bravery. Thank you. We're so glad. And you make a difference too. And whether people like it or not, the world is changing. We will become the majority. Compassion is contagious. You guys know, once you get someone to go vegan and they open their eyes, for every one person that goes vegan, another person will go vegan, and so on and so forth. It's a wave. So with that, we wanted to thank you so much, all of you, for leaving your comments, your thoughts, for getting upset. We know that this is not an easy topic to discuss. And if in the end, we can't see eye to eye, well, at least we talked about it.
So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please click that thumbs up down below. That really helps us out. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos from us when they come out and be notified of them. That's why it's called a notification bell.
And check out our Etsy store. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram.
Thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon. And if you like what we do and you would like to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon as well. The link is in the description. Bye. Take 1. If there's one thing I am more than you, my angel, it is loud.
Other than your voice?
My clapping, my coughing, my sneezing.
Oh yeah. His sneezing is
snoring,
quite loud.
my existence, I think.
Noise is like, ugh, it irritates me. If someone accidentally bangs something in the kitchen, I'm just like,
I have a Stanley thermos, which is vacuum sealed, so when you shake up hot water inside of it, it creates a really tight seal, and then when you unscrew the cap, it goes like really loud.
So loud. And you did it right next to my face.
Yeah. Normally people would go, ah, that scared me. But you were like, what the f***?
I don't know where that comes from. It's just noise pollution. I wrote a paper about that in the 6th grade. It's a thing. Noise pollution. We don't know why she does it.
No idea.
This is the cutest thing.
You're worth it to me.